Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Me to do my lights because my lights aren't on. And bosh, lights are on. Hello, everybody. Welcome. We're back with racing, which is quite surprising. I didn't think we'd be racing today, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, we'll see how this stuff goes. And hopefully we have a good night tonight. The track tonight is, again, it's another little bit of a technical one. I'm noticing some different line variations in some of these corners. I unfortunately did not get to use all of my 30 minutes practice before joining the server because I just finished eating my food, which is why you hear me now burping and gasping for breath a lot because I wolfed it down so fast I have 100% got some sort of indigestion going on. So, this is Seattle. We're on the KTM, not KTM, we're on the Husky 450, that was not an intentional line. And handguards are from Supporters Model Swap. Before anybody asks where the handguards come from, hope you're all good today, me boys. Qualifying is actually just going underway right now. I think old Rusper's in here as well, and I think he's trying to qualify, but he also has work in 2 hours. So I think he said if he makes it, he's just leaving. So not sure how well that's going to go. And let's see what we can do. We'll try and get our little banker laps in here to start with. Oh my god. So you can quad all the way up and over that. Hello Frizzy, you right, buddy? And welcome everybody. Hope you're doing good. Got a sand section here. I'm not sure. I don't think you can jump over the wall. I'm sure once the racing's all done tonight and people go and try hot laps, they'll probably find a way to get up and over that. That is not something that I'm going to be trying to do in qualifying. Hello Logan. Welcome. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm bouncing up to the moon. Getting all the Poboso bounces going on. Do 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 do. I also notice everybody's going outside in this turn here, but I'm actually quite liking the inside rut. But what scares me is that somebody's gonna not know that I'm going inside rut and won't brake in time. Oh god, this is a tricky little corner. Oh, and yeah, the bike ended up facing the wrong way. Right, we'll go again. Just going to scrap on this time. We're in no rush to try and set the world on fire for lap times. We'll just ease our way into it. I'm still trying to learn the track as we go here as well. That was a very strange kick. If you come out wide a little bit here, you go inside and triple in, and then go quad, and then quad all the way into the corner. Hit the big boy lines. This corner here is a little bit brutal at the moment. The bumps in it are insane. And then I'm also not sure, someone will. I think you can quad out of this rhythm here if you get a good enough drive. I am not vibing with that too much right now, so my lap will probably only consist of going triple, triple, triple. Obviously, we've got young Ruspy in front of us, the Rusper, the Roosper. You see, I think that inside line is actually a bit quicker. I'll try and get on the brakes here, try and get to this inside rut and stop in time. I want to drift out wide, so then you can go to the left here and quad over the whole table. Send our little triple over the soupy triple. Jump to the outside. I'm not going to send that because I want to drift out to the right, cut back across and triple in. Then quad. Oh, that's sketchy. Had to check up because of that. Let's try and take one of these middle ruts instead of the outside. Go triple, triple, and then I think here, if you've got a good enough oomph, you could get up and over and quad all the way out there. That will make or break someone's lap. It's just a little bit annoying that that line is right towards the very end of a lap. So it's like if you've done everything perfect up to that point and then you mess that up, I can imagine that being quite frustrating. I did not mean to hit the finish line like that. Holy. Yeah, lap times are 100% going to be sub 50 seconds on this track. Probably look at like 48 from the top boys, I reckon. Thank you very much, Bling, and thank you very much, Drew, as well. And hello, Loki Sam. Thank you very much, Robin. I'm good, thank you. Right, let's see what... Oh, I don't want to hit the finish line. Don't hit the time gate, please. Please. Yes. Right, okay, good. Is this young Rusper to my left here? It is indeed. Oh, I've gone way too fast. I'm just going to go to the outside. Yep. Oh, you can step up and over the face of the triple, and I don't know if it's faster. Part of me thinks it might be just because you don't go way up into the sky. But I imagine that's also very difficult to try and get the right run to be able to do that. Yeah, the line that you want to do is to slow down for this double your way to the inside, hit this inside rut, and then try and do the whole thing in a smooth manner, not the manner that I've been doing it in. I'm enjoying how he's put in low and high spots and the face of the jumps. It just makes you search around the track a little bit more than you usually would for faster lines. Jump too far. Maybe you can even quad in the middle. Maybe go triple, quad, triple, rather than trying to go triple, triple, quad. I've got no idea. I'm sure the fast boys will show me the way in the heat races and the mains. There we go, that was a second quicker than my last lap. Ah, too far. PC got a System 32 error. That is literally the worst thing that can happen, isn't it? That kind of sucks. Sorry to hear that, Frizzy. Unfortunately, I've not got any... well, actually, no, I think I've got Dylan in here. Dylan will probably set a fast lap time than me. Other than that, I don't think I've got too many top qualifiers, really, to be able to compare lap times with. So difficult trying to get in that inside rut. Let me try and step over, and then go over the face of the triple, and then stay low here. Is that quicker? No, it kind of works out to be pretty similar. Okay. It's worth experimenting. Track's alright so far. It's another techie one. Not quite as difficult as last week, I don't think. So I think some of the other top boys will be able to go pretty damn fast around here, but it should suit me okay, as long as I get out the gate, which is a big if. It's a very, 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 very long start straight. All the way down there from one end of the stadium, all the way to the other end of the stadium. And as you know, starts have not been my my forte recently. Try and find the idea. I probably won't even try quadding over that in races, but just for a qualifying lap. Just trying to find the ideal line for it. I mean, I feel like I'm wanting to cut down here and hit this bit, because it gives me a little bit more pop, but trying to actually get there is very, very difficult to do. Thank you, Ode. Brakes. Nope, too fast. Already that loses me, what, half a second straight off the bat? Oh! 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 You know what, I'm just going to carry it and slap on. Let's get a little bit of a flow going rather than stop starting all the time. Oh! 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 Carry on again. Yeah, let me see. I wonder, so if I'm trying to see if we can go triple quad. Can't do it this time because I came up way short. Good downside there. Oh, I came up. I did come up a lot shorter. I definitely think for me in race, I go triple, 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 single. But you know, qualifying and racing, there are two different things. You reckon the track's much easier tonight? I'd say it is a tiny bit. I think with this track, it wants you to go faster than the Indy track wanted you to go, which obviously can cause its own problems. If you try and go too fast, and you're going to crash just as much as a track that is too difficult. So far, I feel like it's quite similar. Maybe a tiny bit easier than Indy was. Triple in, and then quad. Got caught up with the back end a little bit. Just costs you them valuable temps that you need. The far outside that corner is absolutely boofed. I will try and do everything in my power to stay far away from that all night. The bike does not like turning over it where it's so bumpy. The old soupy suspension is not a big enjoyer of that. God damn it. I think this is going to be one of them rim sections, or one of them corners, where my brake setting's going to let me down. Because I have my brake settings quite weak, so I don't lock up the bike too much, which makes stopping for little jumps like that fairly difficult to do. try to slow down even earlier. There we go. It could be one of them slow in, fast out kind of corners. Over to the left-hand side here to get up and over that. Scrub this bad boy. Ah, no. Came up just a little bit short. Gave the back end a kick. Oh my goodness. I definitely shouldn't look at the track. Just look at the chat just to enter in a rhythm, should I? I'm good, thank you, Newly. Yeah, the outside is not too ideal in that corner. I think I'll stay away from it as much as possible. Nice. Try and hit our little sand roller to the outside. I didn't stay as low as I would have liked there, and I got on the throttle too hard, so I went to loop my Larry. Just triple in, quad. Ah, that's annoying, isn't it? That was alright there. Yeah, look at this out. Look how bumpy this outside is. You've got to be such a specific part of the corner to get it all right. We quad. Oh, I feel like that far left gave me a little bit more oomph than the middle of that jump did. I just don't want to be on a good lap and then get that far and completely ruin it, you know? We're already halfway through our qualifying time as well, which is not good. I don't feel like I've set an actual good qualifying lap yet. Ah, god damn it. I genuinely think for the race, I will just jump to the outside in that corner. It will lose me maybe 2 or 3 tenths, but for the sake of consistency, I think it's probably the way to go. It doesn't help when there's people sat inside the rut, so you can't see where the rut is. I lost half a second in that one corner alone, so that is a very, very important corner. Also not getting a good run over the wall. So I need to switch something up there a bit. Then we go quad, and we quad again. Like this third rut, it's just a lot smoother than the outside. You know what? For the culture. Why not? Barely got over it. Gained a few tenths back there on my previous lap, but not enough to bring us back up into the green, so it doesn't matter too much. Skrrr. Maybe the inside isn't as good as I thought it was, because Kratos went outside there, and I didn't gain or lose time on him, so it's quite similar. I suppose it depends if I can hit it consistently, you know? Ah, missed my little rut, my entrance. I overjumped the middle one, so I've got to check up a bit. Good run through the whoops, maybe? Not really. Oh, it's alright, we're still up. As long as I don't completely blow this corner, which I think I have. No, we're good. There you go, we went a tiny bit quicker. What's that? 49.3. Or basically a 49.4. Yeah, lost a little bit of time at the end there. And obviously that quad towards the end of the lap could save us some time as well. I'm glad you guys are liking the arena cross tracks. It's definitely a bit more of a motivation to want to make them when I know people are enjoying them. I know they're not the most downloaded or played things on MXB mods, but that is not the point. As long as a couple of people get some enjoyment out of it.
$10 from Proxy.
Thank you, Proxy.
W.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I'd absolutely love to do that. I've not done that in 2 years at this point. It's all been downhill since 2022. I mean, I've got 2 Ws this season, but yeah, just not two back-to-back ones. Let's try outside here. Oh, it's fast going into there. It kind of works out the same. You gain a little bit of time going into the corner. You lose it in the corner itself. We'll see. Thank you very much, Proxy. I really appreciate that. Jump to the outside. Do a little scrub from right to left, trying to stay as low as possible. Triple our way in. And then quad in the middle. And quad all the way out. Try and get into this inside bit of the rut. And we triple out. Scrub triple again. Scrub triple again. Single to the outside. I'm not sure if I like outside rut or middle rut in the corner for the whoops. Part of me feels like the outside gives you a bit better like drive through them to have more speed. We'll see. We got 5.5 minutes left. Oh my goodness. That was brutal. I was quite a long way up on my time there, I think. Yeah, there's a lot of time to gain. It wouldn't surprise me if top 450 was low 48s. Maybe if someone's had a bit of a god lap, he can get a higher 47. Yeah, my low 49 right now is not... I mean, I'd be surprised if it puts me like top 5. We'll see. We don't want good qualifying. We saw what happened at France when they had good qualifying. No bueno. It's P1 in this server, but there's like 5 different servers, so it probably won't be P1 overall. I'll probably be like a 2.5 off of top quali overall, I reckon. You do kind of want that inside rut to hold you a tiny bit better, but then it's good that it doesn't, because otherwise it would be like the only viable line in the entire corner. I lost half a second by having a bad run over that wall. Oh dear. Oh dear. That rut kind of falls away from you when you get it wrong. Can we recover into triples? We can. Okay, big W. So it's not like if you get one jump wrong in that whole rhythm, you're just doubling your way through, you can recover. Track was pretty rough. Yeah, he's made the tracks rougher this year, which I don't mind. I think if they're... I mean, he does pro versions and AM versions, so I think the AM version of it is a little bit smoother. But for the pros, I do think we should be on quite rough tracks. It more emulates the end of motos. Just because of how the road works in this game, you can't really develop any good braking bumps at all, or like deep ruts that form. It just smooths things out. So I don't mind where he does this. I don't think it's a very common opinion. I think a lot of people dislike the rough, but yeah, if it was meant to be easy, well, everyone would be able to do it, wouldn't they? Yeah, I can't quite get enough oomph for that quad there to get all the way up and over and out. Yeah, sorry, I know the AMs play on the pro version, but I mean for like the people that aren't trying to race at all, or they can't like, even make AMs, you have an option to play on like a smoother track. He never used to do that at all. The reason he did is because people started leaving bad reviews on the tracks on the store. They wouldn't be able to get through the whoops because they were a little bit difficult, and they'd say the whole track was awful because of it. It's like, well, maybe just play a little bit more. Try and get a little bit better, and then you'll appreciate some of the harder tracks more. Oh, this is not clean. I'm kind of hanging my back tyre up and everything. I keep going about half a second down to this point. Starting to sound like Ricky. And to your point, Ralph. Oh my god, I'm alive. Let's try middle. Keep up. Cut way too far inside. Yep. That's my bad. That is not the rut's fault. That is all Lindsay's fault. No, that's not a good start lap, is it? Massively overjumping the finish line. So I'll probably just do this in the race. Either jump to that third rut along or jump to the outside just for consistency's sake. And then I might not even try quadding this. I might just go one off. I think just riding this lap, just from a casual standpoint, track's actually fairly straightforward. So it's only until you want to then unlock some big boy lines, like triple into this section and like quadding in the middle, for example, and then quadding out. That's when it starts getting a little bit more difficult. Would like to see if you could go like triple, quad, triple, and if that'd be easier. My American accent's hilarious. I'll take it as a compliment. A lot of people think that I'm trying to make fun of them, but it's just... I think it's just like UK banter. It's not making fun, it's just imitation. I don't know what boots I have. I've got so many boots downloaded at this point, boys. What have I got? some random set of Tech 10s. I don't know where they got downloaded from. Right, this will be our last attempt, or maybe second to last if I crash early on it and then get another go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's alright, I'm still alive. That's very slow from me. I need to start further over on the right-hand side, going into that wall. I'm hitting it too far from the left. Yeah, that was probably going to be our last attempt there, unless I just quickly go yeet and make a beeline over to the finish and see if I can get a lap in before the server comes to an end, like I did in France. Voulez-vous le français? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I started way too wide going into that, so I hit the rut before the takeoff. You do not want to do that. Unless you do. What? Hang on. What if I intentionally hit the rut and see if I can jump a bit further? So what if I come out here and go yeah yeet? Oh no. Try and see if you could like jump over the single and then do anything different. I don't think you can. It was just someone that hacked into the mod's website. It's an unfortunate thing, but hopefully next time it comes up, it will be even better secured. I think the worst thing that came out of the whole thing is, I'm not sure if they'll watch this at any point, but one of the main guys behind it, they said they didn't have any intention of like stealing people's bank details or anything like that. It was more just like exposing a weakness in the system. But then at the same time, they proceeded to leak my login details and also tried logging into my email address, which was not very cash money, but they didn't get into it. I managed to change it, and that same person has come out and said that Linz isn't cheating, by the way, it was just a meme. So if the person trying to log into my accounts says that I'm not cheating, surely that makes me a little bit innocent now at this point, maybe. Yeah, that's why 2 days ago when I ended that stream early, that was why MX Bikes was just going to Dookie, going poo-poo, let's say. It's unfortunate, but I mean, at least now, like, my stuff's more private than ever. I'm just going to wave this by quickly so you can't see it. But like both sides of this bit of paper has like all of my passwords for absolutely everything. They're all like 20 to 30 characters long. It's got like two-factor authentication. It's got to go through like my phone as well before I can log into anything. So yeah, if you're worried about your details, the only thing that you should be worried about is if you have an MXB Mods account. So if you've actually created an account on there, maybe you've left a comment or posted mods of your own. If you use them exact same login details on MX Bike Shop, then they could log into your shop account if they attempted your specific user. And then the worst thing that was going to happen was they'd move your balance over to like their own balance. But I think Nico's rolled it all back and put all the money back anyway. So I think everyone should be fine. The only thing that I can suggest is if you do use the same email and password on mods as you do on other websites, maybe use it on like PayPal, things like that, just go and change it. Just update it. You know, it is safer to have different PayPals for everything. Yeah, the issue is you forget that we do share a community with a lot of a younger audience as well. So they'll hear one thing from someone, they'll twist that slightly, say it to someone else, they'll take that and pass it to someone else. So there will be a lot of misinformation. But don't believe anything that anybody says unless it... Oh, hang on. By the way, there's new OEM minis in the works, apparently, being tested. Don't believe anything anyone says unless they are like an MXB Discord mod. Or if you see on like my channel or Reaper's channel, for example, or Troy's channel, just don't believe everything you hear. Wait for like official comments on it. And this is the thing as well, is people will give in well, here's the odd thing. On the website, when they hacked it and changed it, they said don't trust the French. Insane's German. The French have nothing to do with MXB mods, so I thought that was very, very strange. But then both Insane and Nico were asleep when it was happening. So people were saying, why has nothing stopped yet? And it's like, if you're asleep, you're asleep, you know? It started at about 1, 2 a.m. for them. I think somebody rang Nico, and Nico woke up at about 3 a.m. his time and then worked through the night making sure everything on the shop was fine. Yeah, I think Insane woke up at maybe like 6 a.m. his time and then had to like miss most of his working day to go and change it, and it just sucks. It has like real life implications as well. Well, what it does show is that they're actually quite talented people, and that they could be actually quite helpful in the community. I find it impressive because I wouldn't know where to start with trying to hack something like that. Um, I think it's quite interesting that it's happening at the same time as all these Apex Legends hacks as well. And I think it's more a case of saying like they don't want anything out of it. So I don't think they want to like hack people's bank details and stuff. Although still leaking my login wasn't very cash money. I weren't a big fan of that. But it's not like they're trying to hack into people's PayPal's and stuff. And it's more just to say like, hey, we can do this if we wanted to, and to get their name out there. And I think that's what a large part of the hacking community does. I know that they have like events and stuff where everyone will try hacking into something, and there's a lot of time there won't even be like cash rewards. It's just to say I can do this and nobody else can. Internet's a funny place. He thought you were French. I'm not. I'm not French. I'm le Lins. Connais le Lins. Dylan Ferrandis. Marvin Moscon. All that good stuff. We Baguette. Thank you very much, Backup. Track's actually alright. It's not too bad, to be fair. I know.
How's the track?
I know it sounds
Just
weird.
Got home and booted the stream up.
Welcome to have you. Well, welcome to be back as always, Backup. It sounds weird because I have literally just finished a qualifying session. My brain's actually been removed from what I'm doing, so I couldn't even. I haven't even digested the track properly yet to be able to tell you what's going on. I think it's absolutely fine. I think it will race well because there's a bunch of different lines in all the corners, and it's one of the rougher tracks again. Not as rough as last week, I don't think, but some of the corners are a little bit techie. So you're gonna have to take your time with it. The start's going to be very important, and it is probably one of them starts you might even get into fourth gear on. It covers the entire length of the stadium, and we'll see. I'm enjoying it so far. Hasn't caused me too many grievances. I definitely think that it's one of them things that you could override. If you tried going too fast, you just cause yourself more issues than just slowing down a little bit. Are they up already? Hang on, there's no way the results are up all that quickly. They never go up that fast. Oh my, I think they are. Heat race list. Heat for this race. No. Right. 450 times aren't ready yet. Maybe 250s were. Hello, Finn. The Husky handguards are from the OEM supporter stuff, which unfortunately is one of the things that got leaked in the attacks all throughout, well, the day before yesterday. But so here's the long story short. Because they were leaked and links were going around of them, you never know for 100% certainty what is in them links. There could be something malicious in there with the bikes that they want to get access to your computer in some way or send viruses, I don't know. So what the OEM team then done is just uploaded them under their own link, which is a link that you know will be safe. So if you're part of the MXB, the main MX Bikes Discord, if you're part of my Discord, then in the news channel, the link for all of the model swaps is in there. So whatever bike you want, you can get handguards for now. Different exhausts, different handlebars, etc. It's all within there. Mods page is not back up yet, but it's I don't think it's as simple as I thought it was going to be. I thought he'd just be able to roll things back, but it looks like I think they went through the effort of deleting a bunch of stuff, so it's kind of having to be rebuilt at the moment. So it's not gone forever. I've been told that it is being worked on as we speak, and it's not a quick process. I'd say give it a week, 2 weeks max, and it'll be back to business as usual, and then it should hopefully also have an extra layer of protection in there as well to stop things happening in the future too. First 20 not qualified is exactly that. You didn't qualify. The first 20 not qualified. I'm not sure if you're in MX2 or MX1, but I'm clicking on Heat Race for MX1 right now, and they're not ready just yet. Said a month ID. I mean, that's not too bad. It's not the end of the world. I'm sure we can go without a couple of new tracks for a month. Although it is very, very poor timing to go along with my track building series, so now everyone's going to be trying to make tracks, and they won't actually be able to upload it anywhere. I mean, at least it'll make people spend more time on it. They won't rush it or anything. They'll get nice and deep into it. So flowy in Soupy on a 450, especially when you're just quadding your way through rhythm sections. time was a low 49, I think, X. I imagine top 450 will probably be like low 48. Maybe someone had a bit of a god lap and has a higher 47, possibly. I feel like cut-off time for 450 will probably be somewhere in maybe like the 52, 53 area. If you need help downloading model swaps, ReaperDoc has videos on how to install model swaps. Yes, I prefer my old bars as well. I just chucked this on randomly to get the handlebars. No, to get the handguards, and then these handlebars come with it. I'm not sure if I can have my old handlebars and have handguards too. I'll probably remove it at some point and go back to the old one. I weren't sitting there like testing about a bunch. I just chucked it in and then left it until I started playing the game today. Hello, Cameron. How are you, sir? Could you triple in from the inside before the whoops? No, he's intentionally made it lower. I think you can do it from the second rut. You have to be quite perfect, but inside rut, no. So if I go inside here... I mean, front end's already said no. Hang on, let's try that again. That's my fault. Yeah, my Discord is paused at the moment from anybody joining. Maybe you can. That'd be a stretch. I just locked it down whilst all the drama was going on in case anybody tries getting into the Discord and posting anything nefarious. I just turn it off. From the inside, second rut maybe, but I like the third rut. The third rut's nice and smooth. The triple right there before this long rhythm. I couldn't get that. Well, like the triple in. Oh, does anybody say that? Refund again, please. Just disgusting stuff from Stone Rider, really. Week after week, we got a floating bail again. Absolutely disgraceful behaviour. Refund. Give it back. Right. Yeah, so I come out wide a little bit, cut back down, little seat bounce, sit down to bring the bike up into me in the air. And then we just go triple, quad, all the way through, nice and smoothly. Did not hit the corner smoothly, though. You can see, because the outside rut there is so rough, if you do get into the wrong part of it, you haven't really got much of a chance at all to be able to get this triple out the corner. Triple, quad, triple. I know, I keep thinking about it, but it's very, very difficult as well. You need to just downside the triple in the right place. And that might be the time where you're better off coming right around the outside here, trying to carry more speed in and stay low, and then trying to quad, but you can see how big of a stretch that is. Couldn't get the triple in the section before the whoops. The triple right there before this long rhythm. Outside quad. Oh, you're on the KX250 is probably one of the slowest 250s, so you're not doing yourself any favour there. Task Force is quite slow. Did any of the servers go down? Oh, the results still aren't up. Let's have a quick look. Maybe there's still a qualifying session going on. 450E crashed. Oh, that should just be coming to an end now. Okay. So it shouldn't be much longer before the results are up. Quad triple. Yeah, a quad triple. Wait, what rhythm are you talking about? Quad triple single? Yeah, it'd be quad triple. Yeah, I'm not sure what rhythm you're talking about for quad triple single. So I keep meaning to go further over here to the right and then almost like scrubbing up the face of the jump. Keeps you very, very low. You can triple in here, quad over, or came up short, so I'm not going to go for that. And then I want to land in this rut, stay in this third one the whole way round, because then look how much smoother that is. The bike's not kind of fighting against the rough the whole time. No chance I'm going for a line like that in the race. I'm just going to triple my whole way through. No idea what fastest 250 time is. Double, triple, quad before the whoops. Quad, triple, double, Triple, quad. No, you're missing a jump out, so it'd be double, triple, quad, single, even if you could do it. And I still think that'd be a bit of a stretch. Hello, Godis. I'm very well, thank you, sir. Hope you're good too. I was interested to see if you could kind of like take off this and jump up and over the wall, but I think he's just done a good enough job to stop anybody from doing it. I have a very suspicious feeling that someone will do it in their like hot lap attempts that everyone does after all the races. But you'd have to take off the side one limb bumps before to be able to jump up and over. I haven't even tried any of these lines here. So what's that? I guess triple in. Was that triple in quad triple? I generally haven't tried that once, which is really, really bad out of an entire qualifying session. Let me see. If you come out wide, that low spot, triple, can you then go quad? Yeah, you probably can. I think I hit a high spot rather than a low spot. It was 0.22 off. Oh god, let's have a look. Let's have a look. I was P4 in quali. I was quite closer to the top of quali than I expected there. I thought they'd be in the 48s. If we have a cheeky little zoom in here. Hakon was first with a 49.0. Cam had a 49.2. Tyler had a 49.3. I had a 49.3. That's actually... The top 6 are disgustingly close. They're all within 0.4 of a second. And then it goes to like a half a second or so back from that point. That's interesting. So Hacker, where's Steiner? Don't see a Steiner anywhere. See a Stone Rider. Cheating. He's cheating. He's had early access to the track. I don't see Steiner's name anywhere. Is he gone? I guess he's gone. Listen, boys. I'm sure that you can survive with the many, 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 many tracks that you already have in your game for a couple of weeks while SemXB Mods is down. The world is not going to end. Alternatively, you can make your own tracks. That could be good. That could be fun. And then you can ride your own tracks for the next month and work on them and perfect them. And then when MXB Mods goes back up, you can share them with the community. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk it? He likes a bit of football, does he? Fair play. Nice to see real life does take its toll on MX Bike sometimes. I'm glad that he's not missing it. I'm glad that he'd rather go and do he's doing the more important thing. It also does give someone else a chance to get the whole shot. Signer do be a bit of a whole shot guy. Ah, no. Yeah, there's always next time, boys. There is always another week. There's always another race to try and qualify in. Heats are up already. They're moving quite quick tonight, aren't they? Love that. Yeah, quality was fine, Jakes. I ended up in 4th overall. .450 heat 2. There we go. Uh-huh. Wait, brother. Very nice track, innit, mate? Yeah, it's alright, thank you. It's good baked. I'm liking this. I'm hoping you guys... so obviously I've started the whole track building series at the moment. The Arena Cross track that I'm working on, the latest one, seems to be a little bit more... like, scaled a bit bigger than the other one. So it's not quite as tight and twisty. But it still gives off, like, Arena Cross vibes. So it should be A-okay. I do not want 2 litres, because I will run out of fuel. Go for 4. That'll be fine. I feel like it flows quite nicely. And strangely enough, it's the one that's required the least amount of like tweaks and testing out of all of them, which is very handy since I was building it whilst recording at the same time. Thank you, good luck to you as well, Finn, if this is one of your rounds. I'm not sure if we've changed coasts or anything. Yeah, everybody, take note of what XO Oliver just said. It's all about just persistence and getting better, and the fact that you have qualifying each week, you can kind of gauge roughly where you are speed-wise to everyone else, and if you're going in the right direction, if you started round 1 and you're like 10 seconds off the qualifying, and at round 11 now, maybe like 5 seconds off, you're moving in the right direction. No updates on bikes at all. No updates at the moment. Probably no updates for quite some time now, after stuff got leaked, unfortunately. I imagine there's a lot of demotivation in the OEM team side of things right now to carry things on. But then also, at the same time, they have to try and find new, secure methods of being able to update and test all the bikes internally without them getting leaked at all. So yeah, you probably be waiting on that for quite some time now. I've put in 4 litres for the heat, Lewis. I think there's only like 6 or 7 minutes plus a lap. Even 4 litres is probably way too much. Yeah, it's been in my mind, Troy, because obviously we don't have too many of them, and I also was toying with the idea of making a supermoto track as well, but apparently what goes into it is a lot more difficult to make. It's not just a case of slapping some rock, tyre and log objects down because they ride really poorly. You have to go through the effort of making your base height map, then you have to make a second height map, which is a whole different pain in the bum by itself, and place one with inside another, so one you can see, one you can't see. So when you're actually hitting rocks, you're actually hitting a height map, but the height map's invisible and it looks like you're hitting the rock, but you're not hitting the rock. And it's a pain in the bum. Maybe one day when I get more comfortable and confident with track building. Will the uphill physics be fixed? I think Armanji might be slightly newer to the game, because they are as fixed as they have ever been right now. They are so much better than they have been in the past. Hello, Camo. You're right, buddy. Yeah, I'm glad they're still racing as well. I'm waiting to see if anything's going to happen, like come main event time or something, because I'm sure at this point the guys at Active probably got my IP from, because they have everyone's IPs from seeing who logged in, and obviously they targeted people like me for just being a more well-known person in the community. So you'll probably find halfway through the main event when it'll get boofed or get taken away from me, which is going to suck, but there's nothing I can do about it. If it happens, I'll just have to go about trying to change it. It is what it is. Thank you, Godis. Let's say you'll make it one weekend. It's all about consistency. It's all about practice.
27 Swedish krona from Goddess.
You'll improve each week.
Smiley face. I'll make it next weekend. Winking face.
Oh, thank you for the 5 gifted members, Tom. Thank you very much. They probably would, Dan, just some of them maybe not anytime soon, because as you can imagine, making the tracks for the series right now does take up a hell of a lot of time. It takes up a really long time. So they don't have much free time to be doing, but maybe in between seasons you could try and ask them. And thank you, Alex, as well, for gifting a membership there. Race starts. Unfortunately, it's like asking how long a piece of string is. It's as long as it can be, as long as you want it to be. It just starts whenever everybody's in the server and the admins press start. There's no set time on it, unfortunately. Oh. No, I don't think there'll be a Linz and Stone Rider mash up Supercross track just for the sole reason that everything that I use is basically Stone Riders anyway, in terms of texturing at least. I can't make any of that stuff myself. Actually, I don't make anything from scratch, by the way, boys. I don't want to give you the wrong impression of that. I use a jump and corner template from MX Simulator. Texture-wise, I use stuff from Stone Rider. Stadium-wise, I use stuff that I won't name who it is, so you don't go and bug them and ask them for the stadium. But I got the stadium from someone else, like all the bows and things like that. They're all from Red Rider. But I've not created anything myself. I've more like just pieced things together, if that makes sense. Oh. Big MX yikes. You are correct, Mr. Leaflet. Burke, come on. I thought it was quite self-explanatory at this point. I'm on a white bike, and I'm in the 450 class. I thought we would know what bikes we're on at this point. Very odd that we're only on 18 people. There should be 22 people in here, or 20. One or two, I can't remember which. So that is peculiar, unless they're having maybe like whitelist issues. I'm a hacker against the French? No. I mean, I get along very, very well with a lot of the French people in this game. I make fun of everybody, by the way. I make fun of Americans, I make fun of English, I make fun of French. So I don't take anything as like a direct attack on any country or culture. It is all a bit of fun. So any accents that I put on are for comedic purposes. But I've met Stoney in person, I met Nico in person. They're both very, very lovely. So I have nothing against the French at all. I say, I think if anybody's like super OGs on the channel, you remember a time where I used to really dislike racing with Dorian, because for whatever reason, when we'd be next to each other on the track, I'd crash in some way or another. But then again, met Dorian at the LAN event as well, and he's absolutely fine, and I feel like we've got along absolutely fine since then as well. So the new meta might be through Discord only, downloading tracks. But, I don't know. I'm not sure if there's going to be like a temporary website or anything like that. Absolutely no idea. Right, boys. Oh, thank you, Dom. Welcome back to the stream again, buddy. I'm going to try and qualify for amateurs tonight, possibly pros. Hopeful, think of the. I mean, you'll. I think you should get into at least one or the other.
Not only amateurs tonight again, but possibly pros.
Right, race time, boys.
At least long.
Got our body armor and our handguards on. We're expecting a Stony Supercross track here. Not Stony as in Stone Rider, as Stony as in actual stones. We'll see how it goes. Yes, you can't do that, I'm afraid, Callum. It is region locked these days. Who's to the left of me? I've got no idea who that is. We'll see. That was the quickest gate drop I've ever seen. That was Svepia next to me. Yeah, look at... these bikes just go. Oh. I'm not going to blame Cam too hard there, although it's not ideal when people go from the right-hand side over to the left into the first corner. Basically what Mr. Dugan done to Hammaker, just cut over without enough time to brake. I'm just lucky I survived. All we need out of this, though, is a top 9. It is just a heat race, so as long as we can survive without getting landed on too many times, we'll be okay. And I think I'm in the top 9 right now, anyway. And we should hopefully move forwards as it progresses. So this is a bit I'm scared about, because I'm going to go to the inside here, and someone might come flying in a bit tighter than me, and then go to the outside and hit me up the cheeks. Oh, that's scary. Yep. I'm going to jump to the outside over here. Oh my goodness. I don't think I can change anything about that. Go on the KTM went to the right. Go on the gas was on the floor. Check up so I don't rear-end people. This is nice and hectic, isn't it? Excuse me, coming through. Oh, of course I get hung up the worst out of everybody that bumped in that corner. Very chaotic so far. That's what a good start does you. You can see how far the leaders are ahead of me already. I imagine it's a gearing issue as to having the bad starts, because, I mean, my reaction times aren't bad at all. I'm pretty sure I went at quite a good point when the gate dropped. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was close. Love pub lobbies. I mean, it's basically like a pub lobby right now, isn't it? It kind of sucks that the low side of the wall's over on the right, because everyone goes over and follows it. Oh, the back end slid. It's fine, I'm alive. Oh, should I have tried quadding that? Probably not. Sorry on the KTM, whoever this is. Mr. Paco. It's alright, he got hung up a little bit so I can jump past. And down we go. And face the wrong way. Just gonna have to try and rejoin the track where is safest. I mean, I think, actually I might be I'm either in 9th or 10th right now, we'll see. Yeah, I'm in 9th, we're fine. Spy inside, buddy. Old buddy, old pal. Nyat. We're fine. We're chilling. I don't think gate position matters as much on this track as others. Sole reason being that it's quite a long start straight, so everybody thins out by the time they get to the first corner anyway. Very hard trying to hit these rhythms next to other people. I might have been able to quad out there. I had a good enough run, I think, but better to be safe than sorry. Try not to wad ourselves through the whoop-de-doos this time. Guy, I don't know if I'm lagging or if other people in the lobby are, but that's not the first person that I've seen suddenly disappear on my screen. I'm in the wrong gear. What did I do there? My gear shifting was all over the place. Oh. Guess I'm not tripping in again. I always find it weird when I play. It takes me quite a long time to start getting a flow going, which I don't really understand, because I don't feel like I'm overriding or anything. It's kind of like the thumbs just don't go where you want them to go. I know maybe it's just Lipesec's ping because he flickered again. But I'm not going to quad in this section this lap because I got an awful run out of the corner. Yeah, there we go. We've got the two rhythm sections right back to back. Nice. I am noticing Neon's a bit of a whole shot merchant at this point, isn't he? Whole shot's the 250 motos when I'm watching Back Reaper's POV. Comes into 450s. Whole shot's 450s. I wish. I think I might just need to go into testing or host my own world at some point and just go and try and think up a new start technique. Although when I did that last year, they banned it after one race. So, I'm not sure. I don't know. It could just be gearing as well. Could be gearing.
$5
Thank you,
from
KGB.
Totally Not a KGB Spy.
I'm hoping
Love
not.
From Italy, heart.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, like starts in Supercross are 90% of the race in terms of importancy. Like if you're very, very good, you can still make somewhat of a comeback, but a lot of it, because there's a lot of luck depending on like if you get hit by people's bikes or like it can be anything. It's very difficult to pass in general for the most part. So yeah, getting good starts is absolutely huge. I think the road might be higher than it usually is as well around here. I'm seeing some of these main ruts getting quite a bit deeper than usual. I'm not going to try quadding that. Jumped a little bit deeper in between the transitions than I would have liked, so better to check up and be safe. I'm kind of all by myself at this point. I've got 10 seconds in front of me, 13 seconds behind. I mean, people are making mistakes in front, so it's not like I'm nowhere near in terms of speed. I have only got a 51 right now, which is actually atrocious. For me, for race pace, don't take that as offensive if you are running 51s. Is this lapper or is this position? It is lapper, unfortunately. Oh my god, I've almost quadded in. Okay. Didn't feel like I hit that jump in any different, but it absolutely booted me to the moon that time. I think that is the difference with having ruts on the takeoff of jumps compared to not. It's just that tiny little bit of movement, left or right, makes a big impact in your jump trajectory. That's actually really frustrating. Oh well, here's a P4. We get 8th gate pick, I think, which ain't too bad. Hopefully we'll get all of our mistakes out of the way in that heat race, because that was not a very cash money performance from your boy. It's quite weird. I don't want to say there's nobody in this race, because it's a bit disrespectful, but out of all the fast boys in here, I came last. Put her in the main event, that's all that matters. Yeah, very odd. Lappers are so bad. Bruh, you're the worst, you're all over. Who, me, you know, bruh, Neon. Okay. I'm going to back out of this. And I'm going to go and practice a couple of starts. One thing that I've got an issue with is I always seem to get outgated by KTMs. And I don't know if I really want to switch to a KTM last second, because do you remember back at... What track was it? Was it Detroit? Where I switched to a KTM after one of the races? It didn't go well. It didn't go well at all. But maybe. When in Rome. Multiplayer. Post-world. Random letters so you don't join me. Remove. MX1. Add. Leave a road off. Sure. Just do a couple of practice starts. Old menu, the old UI might have been better, but it was also getting me demonetized every time. I'm on the wrong track. Because apparently James Charles's cheeks are just too OP for YouTube to handle, which kind of sucks. I have not seen the AJP KTM, no. SX, Seattle. Am I sipping on? Sponsor me, please. A little bit of Pepsi. Husky won't foul me, you are probably correct. In fact, I know you're correct, and I always do this to myself. I always self-sabotage. But this setup says best, so it must be the best. Oh, this gearing is long. You live off Pepsi? I do. I do. I mean, everyone's got a favourite drink, don't they? I do have to hit an upshift there, and I feel like that's where the quick shifter really comes into play, but I don't play with... I play with shift help on, so kind of contradicting things. I could turn it off, but then I guarantee there'd be many times where I'm meant to downshift in the air, and because I'm still accelerating, it won't do it. I think most of it could be a... I can't just turn shift health off. I know it sounds like a simple thing to do, but you have to understand I've got 3,000 hours with it on. I've got another 4,000 or 5,000 hours on MX Simulator, which is the equivalent of having shift help, where you don't need to use the clutch. It's not just as simple as that. I'm not sure if you boys noticed, but when I'm riding, a lot of time when I'm hitting my upshifts, I'm also accelerating, but at the same time as when I'm shifting down, I'm also accelerating. And if I try shifting down whilst accelerating with shift help off, to make as much advantage of the quick shift that I can, it will not shift gear. So I'll be in the wrong gear all the time. But if it makes you feel any better, I'm not kind of vibing with a KTM right now. Not feeling great. Oh. I think it's because it's everything. I mean, it is a little bit more powerful than Husky, but it's even down to the steering as well. All the steering's different, so it's just all the muscle memory goes right out the window. Oh my god, what was that? So yeah, I think I just need to like accept the L on the start and just not have a good start. You've got clutch back to the same button as shift down. How does that work then, Dylan? Do you like hit a quadruple shift up on the gate and then hold shift down to hold the clutch in on the start? And what happens when you get stuck on like an uphill when you need to spam the clutch a little bit? The KTM sound, I don't know. Is it the KTM that I've got the factory Suzuki sound on? I'll be honest, boys, I've had things for so long, it's so difficult to track where everything is. Oh, pardon me. The Husky does have quick shift as well, doesn't it? I swear they changed it so it does. Let's try it out. The thing is, I think in GoPros, or say GoPros, that's cringe. In POVs that I've watched, people aren't shifting a bunch on the straight anyway. They are just starting in A gear, and that's the gear that they go in. I mean, that's longer. I think I saw Hakon say using something like 1351 or... Oh, actually, I shouldn't have done that. What was I on? God, hang on. Let me load up my own stream, see what I just changed it from. I press save without actually looking. I was on 1354. Okay. 1354, save, and then we'll change the gearing, save as, widda. Do that, do that. Event info, start race, and we'll try this. I don't think I even saw it, Cora. It's very difficult for me to try and read absolutely everything. Chance to tell me your seat H and seat V, your camera looks clean. There's no like values as such, is there? Oh, so it's just all the way back and all the way down. And now I've missed the start. God damn it. God damn it. No, I don't. I'm not a big Yamaha enjoyer after the one time I tried it. Oh yeah, lovely arms coming through my screen. Question is, where on the bike do I need to sit? I mean, I mean, my front end was floating off that start. Look at this. Could change the camera position for... I haven't thought about that either, to be fair, Troy. Let's try that again. So I leant, so on the bottom of my screen, the radiator is just in line with the bottom of the monitor, so it just goes out of view. Oh no, I must mess it up. Yeah, not as good that time. I moved about a little bit. I don't think whole shot devices will add anything to the game because everybody would run them and then you'd be in exactly the same position. Where it's no different if nobody runs them or everybody runs them, you know? It's going to be exactly the same now. The issue that we have there, Maplar, is every time that I then go to press the clutch, I can't feather clutch at all, it's a button, it's either on or off. Every time I go to then press the clutch is I'm losing forwards momentum, so I need to get the perfect amount. And you forget that every bike is different, every rider settings are different. So like if I clutch now and I don't touch the right stick at all, I'm not set like you're saying not to touch it. When this gate drops, if I just let go of the clutch, I will backflip. So I have to find my own way of doing things, boys. I can't listen to everybody. Up on the D-pad helps you, or makes you, or for me at least, it pushes my bike forwards. So it pushes me forwards into the gate. Throttle on the left trigger. Oh god, that would be very difficult, I think. I had to double clutch that. Wasn't lent far enough forwards. I can't, not allowed to Linda launch anymore, unfortunately. It is against the rules, and you'll probably get banned for it, which does suck. Because I spent a good hour or so in testing last year, trying to work out a new start technique. Found it, could only use it for one round. Everybody hit the wow, and yeah, it got removed. Could Hakon's gearing be the solution? Could it be the move? Oh my god. I'm getting very sketchy on that inside rut, which is... And it's to the point where it's like, do I really want to risk taking it? Or do I just want to go around the right-hand side? So usually I'd be in 4th gear through there, whereas I only need 3rd gear now. Oh my Jesus. Let's do another couple starts. The main MX Bikes Discord has a track building channel in it. That's probably the best place to go for questions. If I start in 2nd gear, Super Donkey, then I have to upshift twice by the end of the straight. Every time you upshift, you miss out on like 0.2 seconds worth of accelerating, so it ends up being slower. Basically, the less you can shift, the better you'll be. For like a shorter start straight, for example, that could be absolutely fine because you only need to upshift once before you get into the corner. But because this start straight goes across the entire length of the stadium, you kind of have to end up being 4th gear by the end of it, so you'll have to shift multiple times. I used to have, back in my sim days, I used to have like a full-on routine where it's like, okay, I would, bear in mind I played 3rd person on sim as well, it's like I'd accelerate a tiny bit to move the bike forwards like 1/4 of a foot closer to the gate without hitting the gate. I'd hold the rear brake and accelerate to squat the back end down. I would then let go of the rear brake and hold the clutch in and accelerate to just get the RPMs up. I'd sit down, I'd put my rider on like the 3rd rib of my seat position-wise, so I'd get the perfect amount of front wheel lift coming out the gate. It was a whole routine behind it. I don't really do that on bikes at all. I just kind of stick it in 3rd, lean forwards and go. So maybe I do need to spend a bit more time practicing start techniques. Yes, right now it says that I am dropping some frames. Okay, I think the internet might be having a funny 5 minutes. It's either going to come back or I'm getting DDoSed from the hackers from the MXB mods incident. It looks like it's slowly coming back round. Should be back to normal now. Yeah, it would have been framey for a little bit. Hello, Guap. You alright, buddy? Yeah, just internet things. So, how many clicks different did I go on this? It's like 3 clicks, isn't it, on the drivetrain from my standard one to this? It really doesn't feel much different. It doesn't feel super, super long. But it's not just gearing that makes a start. Suspension also comes into play. So I think the more that you can like squat your back end, so the softer it is, the better starts or you'll get as well. But then you're kind of risking the entirety of the track when you go and start messing about with suspension as well. I mean, you're already messing with the rest of the track a little bit when you change your gearing, because obviously it doesn't just affect the start straight, does it? Your gearing is your gearing for the whole track. No, I don't think 250 have raced yet. I think we raced side by side. I don't think they... Oh, I don't think we've got staggered tonight, have we? Have a look. I don't see any announcements in ARL Discord. Oh, sorry, there's LCQs going on at the moment. I forgot that LCQs exist. You're blocked from the shop. Well, are you actually blocked, or have you just not requested a password change like we needed to do after everything got hacked? Troy does pro stuff as well. But so right now the 250 and 450 LCQs are going on, and then I always forget week to week. I don't know if they're going to do 250 and 450 together, as in they race at the same time but in their own separate races, or if they do 250 first then 450. If you requested and didn't get an email, then I think you'll probably fit on the wrong email. I know that sounds like a stupid thing, but are you 110% sure that the email that you're checking is the email that you signed up for MXB Shop with? Keep missing that middle rut. It's kind of screwing me, not gonna lie. Other than that, I've got no ideas about shop. Nothing to do with it. I just use it. All I can suggest is logging a ticket, which I imagine there's a hell of a lot of right now. I believe the system as a whole's working because I had to reset my MyMXB login today, which all goes through the same system and same process of getting an email. And I received one earlier, so I know that it's working in some capacity. Quad out is possible, yes, just very, very difficult, and I wouldn't. So I'm not going to try and do it in a racing environment. I'll just settle for my triples. Lose a couple attempts, but yeah, it's not the end of the world. No, don't think it's possible to downside that. Oh. I want you to close your eyes, Oliver, and then I want you to put yourself in my shoes, and then go and read back that message you just sent, and tell me why you think that would ever be a good idea to throw away a main event race like that for me. Thank you very much, Fred. pretty sure there would also be something in the rules that stops you from getting someone else to compete for you in professional races. In the same way that in Sim, people caught doing that also get banned, like GUID sharing. Keep popping out of that rut. Oh. Oh. Right. LCQ should be going right now. Which means we should probably only have like 10 minutes or so before we're getting into our server. Strangely enough, so I've obviously made the gearing longer right now. I find myself sliding more, which makes no sense. You think the gearing would be smoother if I'm in the same gear as on a shorter gearing, but no, I seem to be losing the back end a little bit. Hello, OT. Oh my god. Not a big fan of the middle one. Back tyre change? Nah, still on 120. Oh. Yeah, I find I'm needing to give it a lot more oomph to get over that triple win at the start. But then the two quads after that are easier somehow. That was a 49.8. It was only half a second off my qualifying lap. And I've done this over the triple. I've done it again by mistake. That was not a good run through the whoops, was it? I'm just trying to get used to the gear at this point. I'm not going to make any changes to the rest of the bike. I'll leave it as it is. Oh. Ugh. Coming up short. Come up so short on that quad. Qualifying wasn't too bad, thank you. I ended up in P4, although I did only end up in P4 in my heat. So I'm about 8th gate pick, which is not ideal, but I don't think it's the end of the world. Main event's what matters. Wouldn't be the first time that I end up getting a bad start in a super race and have to try and work my way back. I'm kind of locked in right now, though. Go into the bows as soon as I say that. Have I missed my one? No, there's just there's only one main event tonight. The LCQs are just working their way through now. Although actually, there's been an announcement. Oh, they're doing them staggered. So we got time to kill. We got like 25 minutes of time to kill. I hate when they do this. I can understand why, so they can get both of the main events on stream, but it just drags the night out a bit. Yeah, Discord's paused just amongst all the hacking stuff, just to make sure it's safe. In my life. So what's a little bit confusing about this bike is, so obviously in the bottom right hand corner you've got your gear indicator and it highlights red when you're kind of maxed out. Usually you change gear as soon as that happens, but I can audibly hear my bike, the RPM is still changing, so it's not maxed out. So I think I also need to try and find the perfect time to change gears, because I don't think it's as soon as it turns orange or turns red. I think you have to wait a little bit longer. No, I'm not doing pub lobbies on this right now. With the kindest of intentions, boys, there is nothing that would tilt me more or get me more out of the zone for trying to race in the aerial race than trying to dodge everybody in... trying to dodge everybody in a public lobby right now. Feel like the RPM limit's off. I think it is. I do think it is. Unless maybe that's something that they can't change when that limiter shows up. If that's just something that's built into the game at a certain rev range, and we still have further to go through that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is there anything else that I can add into Max HUD to change that at all? Is there still conspiracy? No, I think they might be gone for now, at least for me, because the main guy that was doing all the hacking straight up said that I am not cheating. And I think if the person trying to get into my account and steal my details is saying that I'm not hacking, then it might be in the clear, boys. It genuinely might be. I don't like that. Speed. It's got background. I turn the background off, but then it's got both of them. I just have one. Let's just have one there for now and see if this changes colour at a different point. Or does it do the same thing? Oh no, so this has an orange and a red as well. Okay, let's test that real quick as well. Hello Tage, you alright buddy? Change to 5th gear for the whoops, because the higher gear you're in, the better the bike tracks through them, is the simplest answer. No, but it is a very good coincidence. Somebody from Georgia in the US tried using Rusper's credit card details today, so we got a fraud notification. Yeah, look, we're still orange. So I could almost do the entire start straight there in 3rd gear. So we were still orange on the Max HUD overlay before we was, and we was red for ages on the in-game one. I'm very good, thank you, S. Frank. I hope you are as well. Hello, Drum. You alright, buddy? Yeah, let's try that again. So that you'll see at the bottom right, once we get moving, that the in-game rev limiter goes red way before the max HUD rev limiter does. So I think we can get a few more miles per hour out of it before shifting. I actually don't even know if I want to shift. I feel like 3rd gear the whole way along that straight's quite nice. Thoughts? Sounds good to me. Oh, actually, speaking of taking out Cam, because I saw you in the lobby saying that Neon was getting a little bit sketch, I want to just roll this back real quick. I'm going to leave it on mute. I need to watch our start back, because I could have sworn that you pulled a little bit of a Hooden Dugan on me and cut my nose off. Let me just go back and we'll have a quick little watch. I could have sworn you cut over me at the end of the start straight before I had a chance to move. Let's put it in reverse. Here we go. I could be wrong, by the way. It could be someone else. But I swear I saw the name Cam cutting my nose off. From a couple gates over to the right as well. So yeah, not a terrible start. Neon's just gone. Lipasec, he must have timed it. Right, Cam. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're on about gate 10, sir. And you've gone full Deegan. You've gone from gate 10. This is you. This I have been Deeganed. Call me Seth. I have been hammocked. What? Bruh. So you've not only cut my nose off in turn 1, you've also cut off 1, 2, 3, 3 other people's as well as mine. Bruh, I don't know how I survived that as well. That's nuts. But yeah, I made enough of mistakes of my own during that race, so it don't really matter. But yeah, I would have been a little bit tilted if I crashed there. I can't lie. Top 10 silly Cameron moments. This is why I like streaming as well, because it probably looks completely different from Cam's POV. But I want to make sure that I've got evidence of my complaints when I do complain, and I'm not just talking out of my cheeks for no reason. Dude. Neither of those spellings of taught looks right, and I have a feeling it's because it's all in caps. I don't know why neither of them look right. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother shifting to 4th. I'm just going to leave it in 3rd the whole time. God damn. I'm a bit whiskey today. I'm flowing. If I keep it in 2nd gear here rather than 3rd. Nah, not quite enough oomph going forwards. I'll try 3rd again. I feel like that's the only thing on this track that this gearing is not a big fan of, is trying to get that triple in into that river. Stretch it! Ugh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Just finished Track Builder 2 and I'm looking decent. I'm very glad to hear it, Breezy. No, actually, no. You shouldn't be finishing 2 already. 2 should be one of the parts that takes the longest. You should be now manipulating your Photoshop file for the next couple of days until you're happy with what you've got. I've already got part 3 and part 4 finished as well, which is good, so they'll be going up over the next 2 days as well. Oh my goodness. You finished one as well, Atten? I'm very glad to hear. Yeah, Callum's got his own Supercross templates as well. There's a few ones out there, and Supercross is just 100 times easier to build than any outdoors track. Going to make an Enduro track, and it's either going to be Enduro League or Romaniac. Romaniacs would be very, very fun. Now, listen, everybody has to start somewhere, though. Everyone has to make their first janky track before they release bangers. Well, tomorrow's video is to do with texturing your track. So how to go about getting different textures, how to change the colours of the textures if you want to, and then the actual masking side of things, so which is basically painting where on the track you want the colours to be. The day after that, so Sunday's video, is all about Blender. So how to, or downloading, installing Blender, how to get your track to appear in Blender, and then place, or downloading where to get objects from, how you place the objects on your track in Blender, how you then put it into game as well from Blender into game. And then I think, I haven't made it yet, but the one after that will be for timing gates, and then the one after that will just be like final touches. So, you know, again, like preview pictures for the track and changing the naming of it and all that good stuff. Also, within the Blender one, I've included how to change the skybox and the sky dome. So you can see on this track, for example, the sky is a nighttime sky rather than the stock MX bikes, just normal blue sky. So it's how to get custom ones of those as well. Is the track difficult? Yeah. It's not. I think it's the hardest track in the world. It's just hard to do consistently fast. Thank you, Envies. I'm glad they're useful. They're like it's going to be basically a week straight of me getting absolutely awful views, because not everybody needs to watch a track building tutorial. But then it'll be done and it'll be worth it, and then we can go back to business as usual. Why am I not getting anywhere near as much pop off of that jump as I have been on my other gearing? I feel like I'm going just as fast. It's got to be where I'm taking off. Has to be. Yeah, taking off on the left there was a little bit better. Well, I'm glad that you can understand them. I know, like, in the past, it's kind of all over the place. On one person has a video on this thing, one person has a video on something else, so at least if they're there, anybody can use them in the future. The only thing that I can't really teach people, because I don't even know how to do myself properly, is when it comes to, like, building your own kind of jumps in Photoshop, and you're not just using a Supercross template. Like, outdoors, to me, is so much more difficult than indoors. So, like, if you wanted a really big tabletop outdoors, I guess you could take, like, an on-off from Supercross and just stretch it to be really long and then make it taller. But if you want something like a step-up, for example, I'm not too sure how to go about doing that. So, I mean, mine's good for a Supercross or arena cross track, but for outdoors, it's probably not that viable. But all of the other parts are. It's only that part about making the height map itself that you can really follow to a T for outdoors. I mean, I'll show how to make some ruts in there. It's just making your own unique jumps I can't do. I did it back when I made my first track, that Riverside track, but obviously that was many months ago, so it's just completely gone out my brain now. I'd have to go and do my own research again. I try to do it all as step by step as possible. I think number 4, which is Blender related, is the one that you have to follow most closely to a T. It's the one where it's very step by step. But I go through all of how you get stuff in Blender, move it about, how you go about from getting in Blender to then in game, how you then go about making changes after the fact, what you have to save stuff as. So, I mean, you can use anything. As long as you can get something into a grayscale PNG image by the end of it, you're good to go. So you can use L3DT, which I believe is completely free as well. You can buy Daedon Leveler, which I think is $50, but it's a one-off thing. You haven't got to keep buying it, which is also 3D. GIMP is completely free, although I find moving stuff around in Photoshop much easier than GIMP. GIMP's a little bit awkward for me, but I haven't spent much time on it. If you really want to, you can make a track on Paint if you're sealed enough in Paint. Yeah, it's up to you boys. Right, shall I load up Cupcake's stream real quick and see where we're at? Go to Twitch. Oh, by the way, I don't know how many of you in... Actually, should we listen to some ASMR first? Who's this? Ruby True. I've never heard of Ruby True in my life. Here we go. Here's Ruby. Oh, no. No. I don't like the sound of that at all. Get off my screen. That is disgusting. How do people actually sit? He's got 130... Hang on, boys. Hang on. The Queen. Amaranth is on Twitch right now. Right, BRB, ending the stream. Going to go watch Amaranth. Right, good luck, everybody. She's just showing off the grippers. I don't care about feet. I'm not a foot person. Where's Cupcake? Here he is. Right, this is what we're looking like on Cupcake's stream right now. They have 5 minutes left into the 250 moto.
He's roughly 0.8 of a second faster on his best lap than Marshall is. However, similar situation.
You know, I think Humpakasu and Yokozuna Leinen have both been putting in a hell of a grind recently. The Finnish boys. Who's in this race? Is there people missing, or am I being... Is there people missing? I know it's the other coast, but that is not as stacked as I thought it would be. And no, she doesn't, Addy. Trust me, I would know. Now, ASMR is 100% sexual. You can't tell me it's not. If you're going out of your way to find somewhat attractive women on the internet whispering and making sounds in your ear, and you say it's not sexual, then that is the biggest cap I've ever heard in my life. Oh, so sorry, as I was saying, if anybody caught my Twitch stream that was like 4 days ago at this point, I think I streamed for about 3 hours on COD. And bearing in mind, Twitch plays a lot of ads by itself. So for the whole course of that stream, where then people got bombarded with ads the entire time, do you want to know how much money I made from those ads? $1.57. I'm balling. I got that bread. I got that P. Got those stacks. 450's up. Thanks, boys. I'll join it in a little bit. Just watch the rest of this for now. I kind of the leg of my pants is, well, not pants, boxers for you, or underpants, sorry, for you American folks, digging into my leg. Let's have a little bit of a rearrange off camera. There we go. ASMR Spider-Man guy does chainsaw up to the mic art music. You boys are a very interesting breed. Even the... Wait. Did I miss... Price, I am so sorry. I've just had to scroll up in the chat to actually find that membership. I see it. I see it now.
South African rand from Price Plays.
I'm sorry.
Geez, even the AI guy ignored my membership, Lamau.
Yeah, we'll blame it
Who
on
have
Brian.
you been?
Blame it on Brian.
The Enduro series is still getting built. Production just slowed down a lot.
No, I'm good to. I'm glad to hear that. I'm very good, thank you. And yeah, I think the Enduro track's one of them things where you just don't need to rush. Just do it to the highest quality possible. That should be good. Quali and heat were identical. I qualified 4th, and in my heat I finished 4th. Well, actually, so I guess they're not identical. I got 8th overall in heats, didn't I? But yeah, 4th in qualifying. Not ideal. We'll hope for a better main event than heat race. Yeah, we'll blame it on Brian. Change the voice from Brian to Katie. I don't even know how I go about doing that anymore. It's been so long since I've set all this stuff up. Got a minute left. Actually, I should probably start joining, shouldn't I? Just to make sure I'm in the lobby. I don't want any dramas to happen. Morning, Shod. Hope you're alright, buddy. ARL 450. It's already 17 people in here waiting on me. And AI Lynn's voice. I mean, I feel like it could be done. I've probably made most of the words in the English lexicon at this point. Yeah, we've got quite a few South African players in here. I'm not sure what it is. I just attract the South Africans for some reason. I thought for a second this said Rusper. I really thought, and I didn't even check to see if Charlie qualified. I'm going to stick with that new gearing. It could be an absolutely awful idea, but it's just to try and get down the end of the start straight before some other people. But obviously I'm going to have like gate 8 or so when the gate drops, so I'm going to have to be a good amount ahead. But then I'm also starting next to people like Neon, who's very good out the gate. So we might just have to give up the inside and try and get lucky and go around the outside of people. I know, funny enough, Falcon, I know exactly what you mean, because I had to relink mine today. Because I took away my bank account and my card information from PayPal just in case. And yeah, I had to add it back in. Yes, Finnish man in 1st place and in 4th place as well. I'm pretty sure Pumpakasu and Jokka Sumalainen are both from Finland. No, I think you'll be okay, Nikos. Yeah, the reason I done it is because obviously there's no way of saying it without sounding big-headed, but I'm a big person in the community, so if they're going to try and attack anyone, they'll go for me, which is exactly what they tried doing. They tried getting into my email address, but they weren't able to get in there. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if Pumpakasu's ever won a race before, but he just won that one by 17 seconds. That was very convincing. You think they'll be hitting the quad in the middle of the rhythms this weekend? I think it depends how rough the track gets. I mean, if it stays fairly smooth and not too rutty in between the jump faces, then yeah, by all means they could do. Oh, thing is, Price, you know what goes into
14 South African rand from
one.
Price Plazy. We need Linz to make a Enduro Cross series.
Yeah, so you know the time and effort that goes into making Enduro stuff, especially with all of the logs and rocks and having dual height maps, etc. It's a big old pain in the bum. So yeah, it's something that I don't really want to commit to right now. Yeah, I think it was just a coincidence, Breezy, because Nico doesn't store any card information on the shop, and that's the only place they would have got it from. But then outside of that, he doesn't have an MXB mods account, so they wouldn't have even been able to access his MXB shop account anyway, because they wouldn't know his details because they didn't get his MXB mods details to then try an MXB shop. So yeah, it was just coincidence, just timing. Finn does SX. He's just on the other coast, so he's not on this 250 coast. He's on the other one. I have Daylon, Callum. Yes, I actually don't know if I uninstalled it from my computer at some point, so I might have to go about buying it again because I can't be bothered going through the whole process of emailing Ray, etc. But once I'm done with all my arena cross tracks, I would like to experiment with Daylon a little bit more because I imagine it would make my nationals track building life a lot easier. Yeah, there's a few people that have been banned. So if you was here when all of that hacking was going on, the people hacking were streaming themselves doing it as well in their own private Discord. Which it wasn't private, they opened it up to a bunch of people. And then you had some very smart individuals who were part of the community that raced that joined their stream and then was convincing them or suggesting other things that they should do, like stealing funds from MXB shop. So for people like Splash or Splash X, whatever he wants to call himself, who literally just earned the red plate in 250 GPs, he is now banned. He has now been banned from racing in the GPs, so that is a massive L. So maybe use your brains a little bit next time. Also, funnily enough, that he was just straight up accusing me of cheating, but then also ran a lap time on France that was about 1.5 seconds slower than mine on a 250, not a 450. A very interesting individual. There's some interesting people in the community. Do I know what JV uses? Yes, JV uses. I can show you what JV uses. I'll do it right now. How's it pronounced? JV uses this. Autodesk Maya. As you can see, it's not the cheapest program in the world to buy, but I believe it's also something that he uses for work, so you can understand why he uses it. So it's very, very expensive. I would not recommend anybody use that. Yeah, Willie raced at LAN. I think Harry also got banned as well. I think he was in there and he had some sort of like mod role in that Discord. I don't know. Just interesting choices. I find it weird that there's quite a few people that knew what was going on, but at the same time didn't have the sense of mind to, hey, maybe we shouldn't do this. This could ruin the game for thousands of people. Cracked links am I? Yeah, that's kind of not what I do on the channel, Matrika. I try not to kind of promote those sorts of things. No, Oliver. Why would I'm not going to spend $2,000 on something. I'm also not going to go through the time of trying to crack it. Thanks, boys. I stick to my my silly little arena cross tracks is because I don't really think I have the talent to go further than that and try and make full-scaled stuff, at least at this point in time. I'm sure with a lot of time, effort and practice I could get there eventually, but it's a lot of time. It really is. At least arena cross tracks are very short and straightforward to make. Yeah, you should have all the track building videos by the end of the week. I mean, you shouldn't even be completed with episode number 2 yet. You should be still doing a bunch of testing in for your height map and in-game testing it as well. If you're already done building your full height map in the space of 5 hours, then I would recommend testing it a little bit more and doing some more tweaks. But there's another episode tomorrow, which is all about adding textures to the track. There's a video the day after that, which is about putting objects on your track and changing the sky as well. And then after that, there will be one for getting all the timing correct, so your lap times count and setting up cuts, etc. And then one more after that, which is just all the final little touches, and then we'll be done. Right, it's race time now, boys. Just realised. Yep, we have got the setup on. Right, I am on gate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just as I thought I'd be. That was a crime against rhyme. That was lame, I'm ashamed. Right, let's see how this start goes then, eh? Yeah, you may as well start now, dude, because video 2 is one of the longest parts of the whole track building process, so it'll probably take you until tomorrow to get that part done anyway. Why can people not go in a straight line on the start straight? Why have I also been hit in turn 1? Why are people still going in a straight line? Again, not sure what I meant to do there. I'm facing a different direction. Oh, I shouldn't try quadding that. That's me dead again. It's going to be one of them races, boys, that we come from the back. Nothing I can do about it. Just unfortunate place. Going to jump over to the right here. I think I'm just going to go outside. I don't want to cut Pat's nose off. Oh, I've cross-jumped him, though. He's alright. He's fine. Yeah, look how far down I am already. It's actually ridiculous. Oh, just from getting unlucky at the start. A lot of that's just from netcode. People think they're in a different place on the track than where they actually are. I thought he was going to triple in. I don't know why he didn't triple in. He got a bigger run-off than everybody. He literally came from off the track there and he still didn't triple in. Oh, that's poor judgment from me, man. Yeah, I don't like how that middle rut sets you up for this for the whip section. So yeah, I'm a long way back already. Just some unfortunate mistakes there. I mean, 14 seconds isn't the end of the world. If I get lucky, people at the front might make some mistakes. All depends how I race for the rest of this. I've already made more mistakes than I should have. Yeah, very poor judgment from me in this bit. Last lap, should not have tripled in when there was someone in front of me. I think it's more panic of trying to get towards the front as quick as possible. Your brain shuts off for a sec. Just gonna go outside here. Gonna follow to try and get a better run through the whoops. It's a really harsh rut on the inside there. Not going to go for the quad. Neon is going for the quad there. I will take note of that for next lap if I'm near him. Stony in what's this, P5 or something? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Just raise my hand up, say sorry.
129 Swedish krona from Goddess.
Probably got cuts from that. Thank you very much, Goddess. Big up the smiley faces. You always love to see them. Oh, I've got Dan's in this as well, isn't he? Because he's doing the other 250 coast. We've got a couple of 250 riders in here. I mean, I'm already up to P4. I'm going to have some cuts at the end of this lap for riding off the side of the rhythm, but I don't know how many. Actually, only one, I think. I'll take it. Thought it'd be at least 2. So sorry to Dan. I feel like I ran him a bit wide there. Oh my god! Please don't land on me. Yeah, I didn't know when to jump in that far. Oh, it's getting a bit sketchy already. Well, I'm in P3. Leaders are gone. Tyler's 17 seconds up the road and Jake is 11. But yeah, I didn't expect to already be in P3 after that start. So first corner, nothing I can do. All the other crashes, all on me. Oh, get over it. Get over it. Get over it on the brakes. Ah. Triple this. Yes. Double out. I swear I just saw a fly out of the corner of my eye. That's going to be hella annoying. He's over there. He's over that way. Nice, that was clean. 36. This is a lapper. This is not position. Cam's working his way through as well. Please don't turn in the middle of the whoops. Oh my god. What is wrong with people? Why would you just gas it wide open in a... Oh my god. Okay. Right, let's lock back in. That's so frustrating, man. Man's literally sideways across the whoops and just guns it in a straight line. Nothing I can do there. I'm committed to a whip section. I can't suddenly slam on the brakes or hook a sharp left or right to avoid it. It'd be like that sometimes. I've said before, a lot of Supercross is luck. Got to get a good start and also be lucky. And now I'm making mistakes for my own. Or just so I get a little bit of flow going there as well. Now I'm double in. Triple. Yep. Triple out. Yep. Stream how the frame it might just be in the internet for a second, boys. Give it literally 30 seconds, it will come back round. There's no point spamming the chat about it because there's nothing I can do. I'm in the middle of a race anyway. Yeah, should be back to normal now, boys. Internet's been a little bit patchy today, but yeah, nothing I can do about it in the middle of a race, I'm afraid. Oh, this triple into this section is getting very scary. I think they've got the road higher than normal. Track just is looking a lot softer. It's kind of going away. There's so many lappers here as well. Oh no, this is going to be scary. Please don't crash in front of me. Please don't crash in front of me. I can't catch a break. Every time I keep going to catch up with the leaders, I get stuck in someone. Oh god, it's very frustrating. Kills all of your flow as well, causes you a bunch of time. I mean, I feel like I could probably be onto the back of Jake right now if I didn't have those two incidents. Oh, god damn it. Oh, god. Now the roads are ruining things. You've got the entire track here. Please jump to the left or the right around me. Thank you. The track is getting... It's not like brutal in a sense that you can't go around a turn or anything. It's just it's getting the one rut. The fast rut, the main line on the track, is starting to get very, very deep. So it just makes taking off the jumps quite unpredictable, if that makes sense. It's like sometimes you'll go really, really high, sometimes you'll go really far. Just hard to be consistent. So you need to try and just rein it in a little bit. Yeah, it's so difficult when you're trying to go this fast and you're around lappers that are making their own mistakes. I don't really feel like there's anything Billy could have done in his situation, because he just got a bit sketchy in the whoops. You know, that is what it is. Can't do anything about that. But whoever the lapper was in the whoops, like 2 laps before that, oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Are we going to have a third incident in the whoops here? No, we're alright. Right, 3 seconds off Jake. Oh, my back end came round. I'm alive. Right, this is P2 in front of me right now. I have got cuts because that is not a 2.5 second gap. What is going on down here? Just going inside, stubble him. Not getting involved in that mess in rut 3 at all. Now, passing Jake is fine. I also need to pull away, because I've got about 2 seconds of cuts. No, actually, I think I've got a second, not 2 seconds. Fine. And I've actually started closing in on... what is that? I've actually started closing in on Tyler as well, which is hella frustrating. Yeah, I'm not risking that triple in there. Didn't have good enough drive at all. There's no way it was Valentin. That's what I don't understand with Valentin. Sometimes he'll ride really, really well, and then others he'll just be in dead last doing I don't know what. And he should be smarter than that. I mean, he's gone to a LAN event for crying out loud. He should know how to look to his right before exiting a whoop section. Front end keeps trying to go. Only 10 seconds off time. I mean, we've still got 7 minutes to go. It's possible if he gets unlucky enough with some lappers of his own. Oh, and I don't keep getting so sketchy. That's actually a really good line that Sandshaken took there, going inside of all that rough. Might have to steal that as the race progresses if I get sketchy. Thank you very much, sir. Say thank you to him. On the bright side, better race than my heat race. Oh. Okay, of course it would face me backwards as well. I'm not sure what caused that. Just a horrible kick off the last whoop. I thought I'd recovered, I thought I was safe. And that takes me from 9 seconds all the way back up to 12.5. Ah, God. You can work so hard and gain half a second a lap and it's gone, just like that. Oh, this is me. I'm just talking, by the way. I'm not trying to moan too much. Can Rage quit? I don't see him inside the top 10. Don't know if he just had a lap not count or something. He was in about 5th or around that position for a while. I've not got my chat on in game, so I can avoid the chat spam, so I don't get to see like cuts or if anyone's left. I have a horrible feeling that there's going to be some sort of mistakes that I have or happen that's going to cause me to end up like P3 in this race, when I definitely think there could have been a P1 on the cards. That's how she goes sometimes. Oh. What is this game? Slow physics, man. I'm just sitting there holding on for dear life and I'm flopping about. I'm trying to not even like fight it too much either. I'm just trying to let it do its own thing, sort itself out. So look, now Jake's right on the booty cheeks again. She is getting brutal. You can just feel it as you're exiting some of these corners. Riding like Ronnie Mac. Yeah, thing is, Ronnie's is intentional though. I'm just getting hella sketchy. I lost 5 seconds on that lap. Holy. I still think that inside right is the fastest line in that corner, which is why I'm still taking it. Oh, my Jesus. Survive. Thank you very much, Aidan. My fellow Qatar brother. Well, it's nice to know that there's not one person that's just run away with this. Tyler was up there from the start, but he's 100%, I mean, based on times, making his own mistakes as well. So it's like, it looks like everyone's been struggling the same amount at least. I do always find it quite funny though that when lappers are able to hit rhythm sections better than I am, it's like, oh, sorry for, oh god, sorry for being slow. Gonna give me cuts as well. I was gonna, like, I don't think I'm even consistent right now either. Losing so much time. Crashing a lot, but it's a difficult track. It really, really is. The track is hard right now. A smart person would probably change their line into this rhythm. Because at the moment, for me, it's a lot of guessing on how far I'm going to end up jumping, but I did make the L choice of not practicing many different lines throughout the testing. Oh my god. Throughout testing and qualifying. So now I'm kind of stuck. I'm locked into my one line. So that third rut there, where it meets the jump going into the rhythm section, it's got a hell of a kicker on it, so you lose all your momentum. Hakon's moving his way through. They have lapped up to... they've lapped P5, which is quite disgusting. Say they. Tyler's lapped P5. Told you there'd be a mistake that makes me end up P4, although I'm probably going to end up... Well, P3, but yeah, I'll probably end up like P4-ish. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness gracious. Making all the mistakes. What's going on, bro? Ah, I'm facing the wrong way. How long we got left? 39. I got 2, maybe 3 laps. I've had a big old choke this second half. Like, I can't even... Oh, my God. I don't think I'm trying to go too fast either. I'm just not sitting in the ruts. Make sure no one's about to yeet up my inside here. Go, go, go. Track is brutal. Neon on my cheeks again. Oh my God. Get it clean now, I've crashed, don't I? That's all I've been trying to do this whole time. This is a lapper. Oh, this is Aiden again. Didn't try going for that quad there, by the way. It's just how far I went. I went from being 9 seconds off the back of Tyler at one point to now 32. That is actually unreal. Last lap here, so I'm pretty sure we're going to end up in P4. I can't go back any more positions. Everyone's been lapped. And bigger. What a roller coaster of emotions this race has been. You know what? Let's just hit it off the side. I'm getting too sketchy. Yeah, what a roller coaster this has been. From awful start up into P3 in no time. To having many run-ins with lappers, to then having clear space and catching up, to then making a bunch of mistakes on my own, to now chilling. Probably going to finish about 40 seconds off the lead. Damn, track is absolutely brutal. I'm interested to see what the road value is at the end of this. Oh, goodness. And I got cuts at the end there. The road looks slippery. No, it's not slippery. It's hard to describe fully what's happening with it. It's because it's choppy, your back wheel leaves the ground a lot. And obviously with your back wheel leaving the ground, it causes the back wheel to light up and slide, and yeah, it is what it is. Rides into a lapper, blames a lapper, it's so joke. Did you see that race line that everybody's saying? And you also hear the multiple occasions where I said that was my fault or I messed that up. I guess not. I guess you don't actually race the game. You just like to sit here and complain at other people. Anyway. Which means no, they shouldn't. That's the first I've heard about lappers shouldn't move out of the race line for leaders. That's very interesting. So yeah, that P4 right there is courtesy of Lindsay's cheats. So obviously all of the 3 people above me are also cheating as well. But yeah, no, that was a very interesting race. I don't think I had a great time. No, I was full fastest lap there. And yeah, everybody else behind me got lapped, so I couldn't have gone back any further than I did. But yeah, so but would you look at that, Mr. Allen? Hayden, the person that I got into with at the end, said sorry. So would you look at that? Someone taking responsibility for a mistake. But no, you're right. You are right. The person sitting there just watching, not qualifying for any of these races, knows what to do more than the people doing the races. You had the speed, just started making mistakes. Yeah, it's just a difficult track. Should we have a little fly around? Because I imagine whilst I'm racing and the bit rate goes crazy, you can't see too bad what it's like. But you can see like how square edge a lot of these bumps were getting. You can see how choppy it is, trying to not tuck your front end over that. The inside down here wasn't getting too bad. As long as you stayed quite high in the rut, it was all right. It just got very narrow. You can see where people have been coming out wide and then cutting across the quad. You can see how like deep of a hole that is, which is why we was jumping absolutely miles. This was quite hard to see. So this turns into sand here. But it's the same dirt colour. It's how it is in real life, so I can't hate on Stone for that. But you can see it's very easy to catch your front wheel on this left side, and it kind of you know, cuts down and tweaks the handlebars. And then we go up and over this, up and over the wall, no problem. And then this takeoff, as you can see, if you get inside this rut here, you'll go one distance. If you go the tiniest bit further here, you go another distance. If you go a tiny bit over to this way, you go another distance. So it's very, very difficult to try and time the downside of the triple OK. And I mean, realistically, I either should have stopped trying to triple and just doubled in, or I should have tried coming outside here and then tripling off of this one and seeing how that goes. The third rut along here, the rut itself was okay, but you can see how, like, cupped out this takeoff is here. So it made you go up in the air rather than forwards, which is why it was getting a bit sketchy. So yeah, again, I probably should have just checked up and gone inside and gone double in rather than trying to triple. The rut here was okay at the beginning. Hello, Joseph, you always come in right at the very end, Elise. Hello, buddy. But you can see at the end of it, it got very, very choppy. Obviously, very much appreciated as always, Joseph.
$49.99 from Joseph Moore.
Yeah, it got very sketchy. Hope you're doing well, my man. And also, these whoops were getting a little bit, like, cupped out as well. They wasn't eroding down, they was getting hooks in them. So I feel like Stoney changed the masking a little bit so it doesn't all erode the same as each other. So this outside was fine, and that was it. That was a lap. So the track actually got very, very difficult. Like, really, really difficult. So next week, I think I need to turn the cheats back on, because when I don't use them, I get P4. When I use them, I win. So I'll try and use them again for next time, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's a little bit of a sketchy one there. I'm not going to extend the stream because I need to give my girlfriend a call. She's been out tonight with friends having a drink, so I promised her I'll give her a call when she gets home. And yeah, lots of imagine giving money away. How so, relics? Either way, no, it's fun. We just learn from that. Try and do better next week. Try to not make quite as many mistakes. Always wake up right before you end because I don't. Oh, that's understandable. That's fair enough. But yeah, thank you very much for stopping by. Feel free to hit the rewind button, Joseph. I'm sorry that I have to leave as soon as you get here. But yeah, I appreciate it, boys. Sorry to throw away a little P2 there and a potential victory just from being a bit of a choke artist. But maybe we'll do better. Actually, wait a second. I might not be here next week. Before I sign off, let me double check. I might not be here. Calendar. 29th. No, I don't think I'm going to be here next round. I'm away next weekend from Friday through to like the Monday. So I'll be doing GPs this next coming GP, round 4. But then next week, I'm going to miss it over the Easter weekend. So I do apologise, but real life calls. And to be fair, there's times in life where I would much rather spend some quality time with the girlfriend rather than sitting and playing MX bikes. So hope you enjoyed. Have a good night. If you're doing NA, hope you qualify well. And I'll see you boys next time. Goodbye.